So a little bit of story time. I haven't made a video in probably 2 months, maybe it's even 3 at this point. The algorithm itself is probably hating me right now. It's dying for some sort of tribute. And it's not that I haven't wanted to make a sacrifice to the algorithm recently. It's more or less that I haven't made a good video in 3 months. Because I've been working last 8, 12 weeks, however long it's been making videos. Just for whatever reason, they all kind of sucked. The problem is they're making them not completely mind-numbingly boring is one of the hardest things to do. It's even harder, I think, than coming up with a good idea in the first place. It's how do you make that idea watchable? And making a video that's watchable requires more brain cells than I'm used to using. Because first I got really hyped to make a video. We recently went on vacation at a local national park and I said, great, we got travel vlog content, middle of a pandemic. That's gonna be great content, never been there before. It'll be snowy and beautiful, but Mother Nature had a different plan for me and Alyssa. Because it turns out that Mother Nature thought that the most ideal vacation weather was negative 39 degrees Celsius, which I believe when I account for the 10-kilometer-an-hour winds that were having. But when you account for the 10-kilometer-per-hour winds that were happening, the weather was just an absolutely balmy and beautiful negative 57 degrees Celsius. I honestly didn't even know humans could live or survive at that cold temperature. Apparently we can though. So despite the weather making my body parts want to recede into my body, I tried to make a video.
Hi vlog.
Stomp, 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 stomp. Trekking through the woods. Here we go, trekking through the woods, because now I got snowshoes that work. Dun 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 dun. And clearly it was going pretty well at the start. Alyssa was even trying to make the most of it too, because she decided that she wanted to troll me to, you know, make her day funnier and more amusing.
Can I guess what this one says?
This one says you should put 3 eggs in the basket.
Nope. It says watch out for beaver ass.
Beaver ass? I'm gonna fact check that later.
And now why, might you ask, would Alyssa want to troll me? Well, she's sleeping right now. I can't actually ask her, but I think her logic was that because it was so cold that my glasses had this entire layer of frost on it, making it unusable, she might as well get some humor out of it, you know, at my expense of not being able to see anything. Anyway, we ended up going snowshoeing for a long time.
Hello. There's a sign there. I can't see what it says because it's covered in snow.
So long, in fact, that my snowshoe broke. That wasn't very fun. And then after walking for what seemed like forever, we finally got to our little tiny house in the middle of nowhere. We warmed up for a bit. I made this tour of the place. Living room. Fireplace. Fireplace. That's the light. Oh god. Fireplace. Real fire. Kitchen. Messy bedroom. Totally didn't sleep in here already. Bathroom. But the most important part of the bathroom.
Massive tub.
And then all my camera equipment decided to die. I thought that 6 batteries would have been enough for the entire trip, so much so that I didn't bring a charger.
You are a complete dum-dum.
Wait, you didn't think that they would last and
Nope.
you didn't tell me? You're such a jerk.
Says the one who has me locked up.
Why did I even make you? You're creepy. Nobody likes you.
To be rude, man.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Alyssa is waiting for a camping trip to burn you alive. This is why we lock you in the storage room, because no one wants to look at you. So I ended up brainstorming what exactly I could make content about. And at first I was like, you know what? I'm a scientist. I could make a video about something to do with science. It's going to be super cool and educational. And then I immediately realized that Alyssa would find that boring as all heck to watch, and I only make these for her. I had to scrap that idea. Click subscribe if you want to see science stuff anyway. And next I thought, I have all this experience mixing and recording music, so why don't I try to make a video of me singing the only song I know the words to. But then, you know, that seemed like a lot of effort, and I didn't really want to embarrass myself on that day. But if this video gets
0
likes, I will subject the internet to the most ear-bleeding rendition of a song. And so after thinking and having more thoughts than I have ever had in a day, I decided, you know what, I'm not smart. You know who is smart? All the people of Instagram. So I made a story and I asked them, what do they want to see me make a video about? Because they already look at my pictures, so, you know, maybe they have an idea. And out of everything that they could have asked me to make a video about, based on all my life experiences, all my different talents, they chose the one thing that I probably have the absolute least experience in. You know what they chose? They chose cooking. So I made a cooking video.
So instead of, you know, actually doing something productive today, or nourishing myself for that matter, I set up a camera system for a video because I like being completely unnecessary. So not only do I have one camera in front of me, I have a second camera right there, and I have a third camera right there. Hello. Now,
I get it. I get it. It makes sense. On Instagram, I have been generally posting pictures of food that I've been making. And to me, it looks very delicious, and I guess to everyone else it looks very delicious. It makes sense. Here's the thing when making a cooking video. There's a lot of waiting around. Like, there is like hours at a time where you're literally just waiting for something to cook. And I don't know what to do with myself in that time. So you know what I do? Really, really embarrassing things. And also bad jokes. Lots of bad jokes. And, like, see for yourself.
if you're someone who says, I, Amanda, I, Clarence, I, Patricia, I, Tyrone Jerome, cannot cook, I got you covered. And why do I got you covered? Because I am going to teach you how to make the most delicious and easy roast chicken ever. Because no one wants that dry, terrible, disgusting chicken that you buy at the grocery store. No, they want juicy deliciousness infused with garlic and lemon. And, well, that's really it. It's great. And it makes a whole bunch of other delicious foods that you can serve to anyone and be as famous as I am in the kitchen. I only have one fan, and her name is Alyssa. Or she's just really polite and says that she loves my cooking. I'm entirely unsure.
And it literally, I'm editing the video and it went on like this for 2 hours. And the most ridiculous thing to me is I can literally cut this video to be only a couple minutes long to tell you how to cook the perfect roast chicken. Like, just look.
So, what do you need to make a roast chicken? Well, you need a roast chicken. 1, 2 roast chickens. Next, You know what you need? Pan to put the roast chickens in. I hate cleaning. Parchment paper. Enough to cover the pan. Don't do this. So take your chickens and put them on top of the parchment paper, like so. Use a completely inappropriate knife to open the chicken. Flop the chicken, salt and pepper. So, one of these big bad boys right here, garlic. You want a full bulb. At least usually one full bulb and a small full lemon fit in. This is a gigantic lemon. So I'm just gonna use one lemon. As you can see here, get the most inappropriately small cutting board you can for the sole purpose of really annoying every single person who's watching you cook. After you've got your most inappropriately small cutting board, you are going to cut your lemon into quarters, shove the lemon right into the cavity of your chicken. Take your, cut it literally right in half. You shove it right into your chicken. Both halves. Anyway, buy a baster thing. I prefer silicone because I think the brushes get disgusting. Drizzle oil. It's probably between 1 to 2 tablespoons I just put on there. You gotta make sure that you get that chicken nice and greased up. Did I mention to preheat the oven to 300 Fahrenheit? You should have done that at the start. Well, if you didn't do that, go do it now. Salt and pepper that chicken after you're done oiling it. Put it in a preheated, not a heating up oven like I used to do when I was in my early 20s. Take your delicious chicken, pop it in the oven, wait 3 hours, and then after 3 hours, eat the shit out of it. Actually check for juices, but in most ovens, 3 hours at 300 Fahrenheit, you're fine.
And here I'm thinking, if I post this video that's only a couple minutes long, it's gonna bring shame to my family, because how dare I make a video that short and having that much limited entertainment for the love of my life. Like, she is worth more than a 2-minute video. So, despite it being nearly midnight when I made that video, I geniusly decided to make a second cooking video in an attempt to make it long enough. So this time, I decided, okay, I'm gonna make delicious hot chocolate bombs. That's a TikTok fad. That'll be fun to make. Also, I kind of wanted to have hot chocolate the next day. Except now, clearly delirium was starting to set in. And at this point, I was also having performance anxiety. Like, look at how ugly these look. And if you're wondering, yes, they taste exactly like they look. Dirt. They taste like crap. The chocolate doesn't even melt for some reason. Very, very long story short, I'm trying to create content. I'm just failing a lot. Basically every time. Basically have a 100% failure rate since the last video. I've made more than that. I just am too embarrassed to tell you what I made the video on, or at least attempted to make a video on. So despite these failures haunting my dreams, at least I now have a video that will immortalize the fact that I rubbed chocolate on my face for the internet's entertainment. So if you have some ideas of what you want to see, leave a comment down below or leave a comment on an Instagram post. Maybe I'll do it. Actually, leave a comment on Instagram better. I generally read those more often. And the absolute worst part of this video now, this train wreck of a video, or this train wreck of describing the fact that I made a train wrecks of videos, is now I have to make a thumbnail for this. I think I have an idea. I definitely have an idea.